In this transmission, we would like to share with you the impact, the results, the effects of the change you have made in your energy shift recently, so that you may understand how you have altered the course of your own history in the future, not only with regard to the idea of open contact, but also how you can, through some very specific, simple actions, allow yourself to chart a course more clearly in the direction of the version of Earth that you prefer as you pass through this transition period over the next couple of your months into a new reality as well as a new year. So let us begin by first and foremost informing you that there will be now, in the new year, more opportunities for individuals to perceive, to experience what you typically refer to as UFO sightings, as a reflection of the shift, of the change you have now created. We understand that there may still be many processes to go through in harmonizing, settling down, getting used to the new direction, the new energy, and that's fine. And that may take a little while, but that's okay, because it's not going to stop anything from moving forward. And one of the things that is now far more probable is the idea of open contact with your world and many other extraterrestrial civilizations. One of the things we have spoken of before is the window of contact and the timing thereof, which in general was the years of 2025 to 2033 or 2040, depending on factors that have yet to fall into place. However, now, with this new shift, this new change, this new direction of energy, new vibration, new frequency coming into play in this transition period over the next few of your months and years, our perception as the energy exists right now is that you have brought that beginning of the window back toward you to the year 2023. So you have accelerated the probability that the window of contact may happen a little bit sooner, and also created 2023 to be a new focal point for the opportunity of a few different things. Number one, you may find that there is a high degree of probability in 2023 that you will, as we have said before, discover that life is possible on other planets. And again, it may be simple life. But the idea is that, again, once you discover, once you know for a fact that life can exist on other worlds, even worlds, simply in your own solar system, that will change the mindset of the people of your planet to be far more open to the idea that intelligent life and advanced technological life may exist elsewhere. You are rapidly approaching that realization, that understanding, and will soon, either slightly before or in the year 2023, most likely, most probably make that discovery as we read the energy now. Also, you may find that now that your year of 2023 is a new focal point, a new lens, gathering frequencies and information and energy to itself to amplify and magnify them, that there may be more profound, more recognizable UFO sightings in that year that may be a signal of things to come and how they are accelerating toward open contact. So watch the skies between now and then, but primarily in your year of 2023, pay attention to all ideas that have to do with the probability of life outside of your world. Now, we are also going to share with you a gift in this season of giving that will allow you to perform, if you're willing, 3 very simple acts that can have a profound effect on accelerating you into this new reality. These are fun, they're very simple, easy to do, and if you are open and willing to participate, which is up to you, you may find that you can magnify and amplify the synchronicity in your life in a variety of ways, on a variety of subjects, and a variety of experiences more than ever before as you pass through this transition time into your new year and your new reality. Riding the wave of this new energy, this shift that you have now created. Because this shift is not just in your own nation, but will have profound rippling effects across the entire globe of Earth. You will be presented with an image, a graphic, that represents these 3 little simple acts that you can do. They will be represented not only by our own energy, the energy of Willa Hilla Chrising, and also, for the first time in quite a while, the energy of Anima, one of our own counterparts on Ethasani, that is involved with social engineering, which is her passion, similar to the idea of our passion being first contact. Similar to the idea of Willa's passion being the connection and expression in nature as nature. So when you see and perceive this graphic, you will understand. And we will now explain more clearly the 3 gifts, the 3 acts that you can take to expand and accelerate your experience of synchronicity and allow your life to be more full of joy and to expand your experiences to become more and more of who you are. So, first and foremost, as you can see under what we may refer to as my banner, will be the act labeled Make Contact. What this means is, wherever possible, you can allow yourself to participate in what we have already given you with regard to increasing the probability of contact with your little ET cutouts, putting them in your windows and doorways and leaving them there so that throughout the course of the day you can simply recognize that there are beings around you to help crystallize and solidify that you are never really alone in the overall sense, and that when your senses and frequencies match and harmonize with the idea of your connection to beings like ourselves and others, that you will begin to experience more interaction more consciously. But what you can also do to make contact accelerate, increase, and take advantage of this focal point of energy building up towards 2023 is what some of you are already doing in some ways, shape, and form. Go out into the desert. Go out into the forests. Go out to the ocean. Go out to the areas that are relatively calm and peaceful and isolated, and open up to the idea of contact. You can do it in those areas of meditation. You can simply stare up at the stars and open your hearts and send out the invitation more strongly, more powerfully, that you truly are ready, truly open to allow contact to unfold in the way that works the best for all concerned. So go out and make contact. Begin the process in earnest. Take the time to go to those areas where you can be at peace. And you can do it alone. You can do it with a few friends. It doesn't matter. But the intention must be harmonized. The intention must be aligned that what you are doing, no matter what technique you use, using your imaginations, using your creativity, to now more than ever accelerate the idea of open contact by reaching out with your hearts, your minds, your spirits, your imagination, and send out the invitation for those to respond who are willing to assist you, to appreciate you, to love you, as you assist, appreciate, and love yourselves more and more. So the first act that you can do, the first gift we are giving you in this season, is to go out and make contact from your side, so that from our side we may respond more readily. The second act, as you can see from the graphic, comes from Willa Hillikrissing, 700 years in your future, as you know time to exist. And her suggestion, her gift, and the act that she proposes is to go and plant a tree. The physical act of planting a tree, or, if you wish, a garden of flowers, or anything that grows in the earth, will be an act that will again connect you more strongly to your understanding of your relationship, again, not only with the concept of being in nature, but the expression of yourself as nature. You may yourself do this, although we know that some individuals may do things like donate a tree in someone's name, which is also fine. But please understand that what we are giving you here are things that require some degree of physical action for yourselves personally, so that you can make the connections that are necessary, again, to ride the wave of the shift and the change you have begun to create. Don't let the momentum slow down. These simple acts will have more profound effects than you might imagine at first, not only for yourselves individually, but for your world at large. So, the first gift, the act, the physical act of going out and in your own way, opening up and making contact. The second, planting a tree or a garden or vegetables and fruits, whatever you wish to do, but the physical act of connecting to the earth. And also, what Willa has already shared with you in terms of the rituals and processes of becoming a cryptic by being in a forest or someplace where there are groves of trees, near water, be it a stream, a river, a lake, the ocean, with your back to the tree, sitting in a comfortable position against the tree, facing the water, hearing the water, doing that cryptic meditation, that realization of reaching down into the earth with your mind, with your imagination, with your emotions, with your heart, connecting to the root system, the mycelial network that connects all the trees in the area, upon which they exchange information, support, energy, food, water, to act as one being, a collective full of unique individuals with their own unique aspects and beauty and gifts to give, and tap into that communication so that you become part of that network, part of that forest. So these things, again, the physical acts that are summed up simply by the phrase, plant a tree. And then the third gift, the third act from Anima, who again follows her passion of being a sociological engineer, which means she is understanding of the connections between the individuals in society and how to amplify and magnify them. And the simplest expression of this idea is to do a kindness for someone. Do a favor, do a kindness, be it a friend or a stranger. Again, we understand that at this time in your process you have protocols based on the idea of keeping yourselves safe during your pandemic, and we are not in any way, shape, or form asking you to violate any of those protocols in this act of kindness. So attend to yourselves and attend to others, which is also an act of kindness to make sure they are safe, as well as you are safe, in whatever way, shape, or form is representative of the agreements you have made with the family of humanity. But do a kindness where you can. Help someone with something, out of the blue, as you say, unexpectedly, as you say. Give them something they need. Show them something they need. Be there for them in a way that they may need. Again, even the simplest act of helping a stranger in a safe way on little things that they don't expect will brighten their day, will make them feel more connected, even if it is somebody, and perhaps even more profoundly if it is somebody that you may philosophically disagree with. Do an act of kindness, because that goes beyond all of the differences that many of you may exhibit. Just do a simple kindness, perhaps even every day. It's up to you. But these 3 simple acts, as you can see, if you can see them holistically, as they work as a unit together, make contact, connects you to the stars. Plant a tree, connects you to the earth and grounds you. Do a kindness, connects you to humanity and all beings in creation, because it is an expression altogether of your willingness to participate through action, in your passion, through unconditional love, the vibration of existence itself. Make contact, plant a tree, do a kindness. These are the gifts from us to you. And through these very simple acts, will you be capable of accelerating your reality in the direction of the version of Earth that will be far more representative of the joy, the harmony, the love, the creativity, and the peace that always resides within your soul. We thank you for allowing us to present this present to you in the present, in this season of giving. And we ask now in return, in what way may we be of service to you further? Please open your dialogue with your questions and comments if you so wish.